Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. We have three trending news to render, and one has to do with the fact that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is actually telling laborers to go ahead and die. They will labor till death if they like. Don't forget that majority of Nigerians and majority of those in Labour Party are mostly Nigerian workers, laborers, Nigerians who feel that we need a change have decided to join Labour Party, or by default, some of them who are not already Labour Party members have decided to vote for Peter Obi anyways. But as we speak, it looks like Bola Ahmed Tinubu have decided to, should I call it laying a course? Well, we're going to find out in a moment. And the second one is the fact that Peter Obi's security now is a question of concern. A lot of people are beginning to notice that Peter Obi goes without protection, and that is not good enough. And the third one has to do with the fact that more billionaires, more financially stable men have decided to throw in their towel and throw in their weight to support Peter Obi all the way, even if it means them putting all in all they got. I guess Peter Obi is quite a lucky dude. And the third and the fourth and the final one has to do with Afenifere finally giving their nod to Peter Obi. Okay, let's quickly run through the news very quickly, ramming all of this into one. Before we do that, I would like you to subscribe to our channel. Please hit on the red subscribe button and the bell notification icon to get both subscribed and notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Let's start with what Bola Ahmed Tinubu said. Well, during the governorship of Osun State, Gboyega Oyetola is seeking to return to power for his second term, while Ademola Adeleke of the PDP is the front runner for the gubernatorial race. LP has Lasu Yusuf as his governorship. However, Tinubu dismissed the possibility of PDP and LP giving APC a stiff contest. Speaking at the party's mega rally, he described PDP and LP as mushroom parties. He urged residents of Osun State to consider their future and vote APC. According to Tinubu, I ask you to please do the same thing you did in Ekiti. Come out with your PVCs and vote massively for APC. The voting is now in your hands. Be very vigilant, be watchful. You will not do it in vain. Think about your children and vote accordingly so you can see the future come out en masse. Don't mind PDP and that other mushroom parties. Parties like Labour. They will labor till they die. God will not make you laborers. Can you imagine? You can imagine what Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will say in the name of politicking. Let's go to the other news. Well, the leader of Pan-Yoruba socio-political group Afenifere Pa Ayo Adebanjo has declared his support for presidential candidate of Labour Party Peter Gregory Obi in the forthcoming presidential election. Pa Adebanjo, who spoke on Yoruba Gbode on online radio program, said Peter Obi has the ability to rule as an independent person, adding that he lost confidence in Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress. Speaking on why he lost confidence in Tinubu, Pa Ayo Adebanjo said Tinubu, sold Buhari to Nigeria in 2015 for his own selfish interest, so he can take over from him by the time Buhari completes his tenure in office. We know Peter Obi, let me quote him, he said, we know Peter Obi very well. That's why we endorsed him. He will not disappoint Nigerians. Let's put tribal differences apart and vote the right leader in. Tinubu sold Buhari to over 200 million Nigerians for his own selfish interest of wanting to rule after Buhari. Easterners are also Nigerians. They deserve to rule. This is coming from Pa Adebanjo. Now let's find out why the security of Peter Obi is. When a social media user have shown concern for the security of the presidential candidate of Labour Party LP, Mr. Peter Obi, as was reviewed in a statement released by him via his social media handle. In the statement, which was directed to Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, the spokesman of the Northern Elders Forum, the social media user stated that he is more interested in the security around Peter Obi. The statement was made by this user in a reaction to reports of Peter Obi walking around without security personnel or adequate security personnel. In reaction to the statement directed to him, Dr. Ahmed Baba kindly told the Twitter user to raise the issue to people who are close enough to Peter Obi. Let's quote Dr. Ahmed word for word. Somebody asked him, says, "Let me talk, sir. I am more interested in the security of security around Peter Obi, please, sir." This is coming from a Yoruba person. Yoruba person is concerned about Peter Obi's security welfare. This is what Dr. Baba Ahmed told him. See, if you know people close enough to him to raise this issue, please speak to them. Now, this also have come to my notice. And see, Peter Obi, with due respect to you, we know you're a humble man. We also know that you try to live a peaceful life with everybody. We also know that you want to be accessible to all, even when you are the governor of your state. But please, sir, this is not governorship candidacy. And this is not the time where Nigeria security Nigeria security right now is questionable. Anybody can be anything. With due respect to you, sir, we know you are a humble person. Please get yourself adequate security. The truth is, we have heard in the days of MK Abiola, the heavens did not follow and the earth did not close. A bit more of security will help. The only thing you probably say is, okay, when people who love you want to reach out to you, you can tell your security to let you have access to them. But please, sir, go with security. You walk like a common man. Live humility. You're not a common man. You're a presidential aspirant. You are the only aspirant I've ever seen in my entire life who have never gone with any security. Nigerians are rooting for you. Honestly, if you don't know that you have enemies, perceive it now that you have enemies. Even if you have not offended anyone, get ready. The favor you get, the love you are getting, the number of love, the increasing love you are getting is enough to bring you enemies. It's enough to bring you envious people. The kind of love you see is enough. Please, sir, get yourself security. It's not pride. It's necessary. Well, in the final news, a female legal practitioner, Modukbo Odele, has revealed that she's fully ready to support Labour Party presidential candidate. These are the people who made NSAS a success. They pushed until it became a phenomenon. And she said she's ready. She said, but she has confessed to possessing a strong will to deploy her finances for the former Anambra State governor ahead of 2023 election. He said, I quote her words, he said, "I've never donated to any presidential candidate in Nigeria before, but I'm ready to put my coins behind Peter Obi, like fully ready." And she said, "Entering Nigeria briefly to get my PVC. We move," she wrote. That's the number of people who are rooting for Peter Obi. And they're not just rooting for Peter Obi, they're putting their coins. You know what that means? If Peter Obi goofs when he enters that position, Nigerians will hold him accountable. Because Nigerians sweat, Nigerians blood, Nigerians money, their time, their investments, their properties are in his campaign. This is our aspirant. This is our candidate. If he wins, we win. And when he goes, we hold him to ransom. We hold him, we question him, we hold him accountable for every decision he makes. And that makes him someone we can actually look up to and give power to. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Let's put in that comment section what's your take on all this news. Honestly, I think Peter Obi should really look into his issue of security.